I was involved with quite a bit of drug trafficking, as well as high-collar crimes, dealing with credit cards, as well as Scantron cards and other electronic equipment. Once I got caught, I was up for potentially about 15 to 20 years federal time at a minimum stage. My name is Dr. Rubin Cockrell. I am from Cleveland, Ohio. From a little kid, I played the violin to I even took ballet, played football, did track, as well as wrestled. As far as school is concerned, I was a pretty good student, very outgoing, very expressive. So my grades were pretty good. Pretty much maintained A's and B's. Every once in a while, I would slip and have to do things to get back up. But through the guidance of good mentors and family and friends, I kept my grades up pretty well. Really, I got started down the wrong path. It was really on me. I came from a great family environment. We're based upon my own energy, drive, had other friends who were involved, saw money being made, saw the women, saw the glamour. So you know what? I'm going to try some of these activities, and got involved and dibbled and dabbled and realized that, you know, I was halfway decent and had somewhat of a skill setting in some of these negative environments. So I was basically living a double life. I was doing well in school and involved with community service activities and mock trial teams and national mock trial teams, but had this whole other lifestyle where basically I was more so in the underworld. I decided, you know, I hadn't got caught and made some money to kind of leave all these actions alone, and went ahead and got somewhat of a scholarship and went to Fisk University. And so as a result, one day I'll never forget, I received a phone call from my mother. And my mom, you know, sounded very upset when she answered the phone, was kind of crying, saying, hey, you got to come home. You're up for being prosecuted federal time. I had to fly home that Friday to deal with what may be the inevitable of me potentially going to jail.
I received a phone call, and they had shared that he had gone to an ATM and had taken someone's ATM card. And I was somewhat dumbfounded because I couldn't believe, I listened, but I went on to let them explain, and I said, I just wanted to clarify that who they were and how did they know, and they shared that they had a pictured ID. And they asked, where was he? And I said, well, he's away in school. And they said, well, they wanted him here as soon as possible. So after talking with them, I contacted Rubin right away.
You know, I was up for this federal time, 20 years federal time. And what saved me is that people who were affected, particularly with some of the high-tech collar crimes and different things I was involved with, saw something within me that I necessarily didn't see within myself, being that I went ahead and went to college and was working to make a better life. And so they decided not to prosecute me, but I had to pay restitution. At that particular time in my life, that experience could have been either a stepping stone or a stumbling block. And I allowed that experience to be what I consider a stepping stone and a transformational change within my life, to be allowed that second chance. I allowed that experience to move me forward in a direction where I had to do a self-evaluation of myself, realizing, you know, am I going to continue? Am I going to let my family down? Am I going to let myself down? Let God down, and let others around me who had invested in me as mentors and other people who had instilled certain characteristics and values in me, was I going to let them down? And I think I made the determination that, you know, I was going to turn my life around. And so I started making drastic changes and reevaluating what I had done and realizing, you know what, I made a mistake and it wasn't the end of the world. I used that experience as a teachable moment and started to make certain progressions forward, you know, going ahead and getting involved with activities at Fisk University, as well as other community service activities here at the school. Got involved with SGA and student council, and got involved, being a part of Omega Psi Phi fraternity. And so I just moved forward, and as a result, went ahead and graduated, wound up graduating with honors, as well as got a full fellowship for my master's degree and earned my master's degree in a year. And I got a full fellowship for my doctoral degree. And I wind up graduating the fastest, as well as the youngest in Tennessee State Schools history with a doctorate degree. I achieved my doctorate degree in 2.5 years.